We gotta start this show.
Okay.
Instrumental intro.
Okay. Hi. Welcome to the. Are you recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Okay, good. Welcome to the JARScast, everybody.
Hey.
I am your co-host Delta here speaking, and then I am joined by
Cat Dream. Hi.
also
Hello.
co-host Yippee.
And June Gami.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. You want both of those at the same time at all times?
Yeah. Or if I
Okay.
June, let's say June.
All right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. So this is the JARScast, ladies and gentlemen. Does anybody else want to do the intro for the podcast itself, or do you want me to just start yapping about it?
Start yapping.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right.
you got this down.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. So, hello, listeners. We are the JARScast. JARScast is a podcast regarding Japanese music and media, culture, and, of course, anime, manga, and then recent events and things that have happened in that sort of space. We will not stay on topic at all times. However, that is the main theme of our lovely little podcast here. So, yeah, I think that if we want to go ahead with introductions, just say a little bit about yourselves and then what you like in regards to music and manga and anime and stuff like that. Go.
I guess
Cowards.
I guess I have been a Cat Dream speaking. I guess I've been a fan of anime since I was a kid. I really started off with Bleach mainly,
Yeah.
and then my stepbrothers showed me anime like Strawberry 100% and
Right.
other things, Azumanga Daioh. Yeah, but I really like slice of life and seinen anime that has like a darker theme. I think that's my main grab right there.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. But I'll pretty much watch anything except for sports anime. I have not started with a sports anime yet. I heard Slam Dunk was great though.
you know,
I need to watch Slam Dunk.
you know.
And in regards to music, what are your music tastes?
I listen to pretty much anything. Like I've noticed the Japanese music I listen to, that I've been addicted to recently has been like Japanese punk and also I'm not even sure how to describe this. It's like Japanese big band music almost.
Oh, I love Japanese like swing.
Yeah.
Electro swing music.
Like the intro for Kakegurui.
Yeah.
I think that's a really sick song. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and Riki Honey, that also has like a really good intro. That's like big band-esque. I'm like addicted to those songs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my name is June. I am actually relatively new on the scene when it comes to anime, surprisingly.
Wow.
I started watching maybe my freshman or sophomore year in high school, which is rather late. And I started off with I've always sort of been in the romance sort of thing. So most of the stuff I really like and enjoy is shoujo romance of all things.
Right.
And basically the rule is, as my friends have described, is that if there is hand-holding, I will watch it. And
so lewd of you.
I know how
I
lewd.
know.
And that is exactly how they got me to watch Fate, because there was apparently hand-holding in the first episode, and then I watched
Wow.
24 episodes, and there was never any more hand-holding.
Who got you into Fate? Was it
Name drop.
her?
No, it was someone back in undergrad.
Oh, okay.
A
So
long time ago.
yeah, a while back.
A few decades ago.
Well, wait, hold on.
We were just talking about 2015. That was a decade ago.
Stop
Yeah.
it! Stop it!
Aging as we record this.
Yeah.
You're killing me, guys.
Actively aging.
The gif of the guy immediately turning full like all white hair.
Yeah.
Sinking into my chair.
Decay.
I'm really surprised how New York, because you're so knowledgeable about everything.
Yeah, well, what happened was that, as with most things that I do, I sort of just like throw myself into the lion's den, and I'm like, I must do all of it now. It's just like you just go full force with it. So I had a timetable of how much anime I would make sure to watch every day. I think it was like 5 episodes a day.
Wow.
Which
You get through One Piece in like a few years. That's crazy.
One Piece in a few years. So
It took you a decade to get through One Piece. Yeah.
I mean, but that's always, I've always sort of been like someone who watched a lot of media. Like I remember like in middle school and elementary school, we we used to watch like 4 or 5 hours of television every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not so switching over to anime, watching like 2 hours a day of anime in high school at least was not particularly that difficult. I would just do it while I was like doing homework or whatnot. So I can confidently say, for example, that I've actually seen basically every anime that's ever aired from 2014 to 2019, I think.
Wow.
So
yeah, you did tell me about that.
so those 5 years
That
of
era.
anime, I have seen all of it. Now, having said that, that quickly died because undergrad was hard, and
Yeah.
I did not have time for that. And I frankly have not recovered ever since. Undergrad killed it. COVID killed it even more somehow.
Shockingly.
Shockingly.
The
Yeah.
opposite of what most other people went through.
Yeah, well, COVID, I had a reverse problem. So then this goes into my other obsession. In 2020, I fell into the VTuber hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was
Yeah, let's
two
go.
very unfortunate things that happened. I've known about VTubers for a while, but I saw a very old particular streamer make a debut, and it was a Minecraft stream. I was like, oh no, Senzawa, no. And so I started watching them when they debuted for the first time some August 2020 or something, and my life and my wallet has never recovered ever since.
And only one of those is directly my fault.
And
Yeah.
only one of those is directly Dilta's fault.
I forgot. Are you the that like saves up $100 and then throws $100 at a VTuber, or who is? Oh, that's you.
Hi.
Hi.
I think this is a good spot for me to do my
Yeah.
hello.
I actually had a question for you. Do you have a number on the amount of anime you've watched, like amount of shows, movies?
So, okay. So
Couple
I was always terrible at keeping count. I actually kept a very loose Microsoft Word document of all things.
Oh wow.
It was one of my friends that actually took the painstaking effort of sitting down and copying everything into my anime list because he was desperate to know how much I've actually seen. The number as it was back in 2016, because it's not been updated since, is 113 days.
Oh wow.
That is apparently 10 years ago now. And that is 113 days based on anime back from 2014. So I
have
highly
75 days.
I highly suspect that number has probably doubled in the meantime.
yeah. But let's go to VTuber Spender.
Hey.
Is that a problem?
No.
Is it wrong?
It's a solution.
It's a solution.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
I'm Delta. Nice to meet everybody in a parasocial way, not actually. I like anime, VTubers, Japanese music, all that good stuff. My tastes in anime are kind of all over the place. Like, I don't really think I focus on a specific genre. I guess shonen, just because the sheer amount of shonen in comparison to everything else.
Yeah.
But I like romance, slice of life, supernatural stuff. I've noticed that I like a lot. Yeah, all sorts of goodies.
What sort of supernatural stuff?
Like
what does that do?
I like Inspector a lot.
Oh, okay.
That's one.
Yeah.
JoJo,
Yeah.
technically supernatural. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like Japanese music. Typically, it's like anime adjacent music, either from openings, endings, soundtracks, but also just artists in general. My favorite is Creepy Nuts. I love Bling Bang Bang Born. I love Otonoke. All their recent discography is so good. It's peak.
Yeah.
I like Ado a lot, which I have a feeling we'll have to mention in a moment.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
Our friend Cat Dream has a bit of a story in regards to Ado. And then, like these two have perhaps mentioned a moment ago, I like VTubers a whole awful lot, and that is June's fault.
It's my fault.
Yeah.
I take full responsibility for this measure, and I will not apologize for doing so.
And I will not ask for an apology. It was probably what, a year and a third ago,
Yeah.
like something like 16 months ago. We had a heated discussion on VTubers. I was an unknower. I did not know.
No, no. He was not an unknower. He was an anti.
I was like
Really?
anti. I wasn't actively an anti. I just didn't really understand it. And I was brutally educated.
What did you not like about it? Was it like
I just I don't trust people on the internet. So you show me people on the internet who do not show themselves. I'm like, suspicious.
What do you have to hide?
Yeah, literally. But I am now a knower and am perhaps equally, if not a current year larger fan than our friend June.
Oh wow! Overshadow.
Perhaps
outshine the master.
I've learned the lore, and I actively upkeep. That's the difference. Is I have time to keep up with current.
I've not been keeping up. Honestly, again, this goes back into like throwing myself full force. From 2020 to 2022, I've seen every stream of about 10 VTubers.
Wow.
And not a single stream has passed that I've not seen them. But then 2022 came, I had school, could not keep up. Right. So I frankly have not seen very much since 2022.
Yeah. So in the past, he was a much larger fan.
But yeah, he's actually kept up. He knows a lot more at this point.
Yeah.
He's old guard.
You're a Hololive fan. Is that your?
Yeah, I think Hololive and a lot of indie folk.
Yeah.
And also some folk in the retirement plan, the Vishojo.
Oh yeah.
There's quite a few people, but I think out of all of the VTubers, I think one. I still think that I'm the only person I actually still actively watch is Neuro.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one.
The non-person.
The non-person. Right. That's someone that I saw come up, and I have been watching her clips ever since. Clips in her OG Twitch thread is just like crazy. It's like 3-4 hours long because it's a bot. It doesn't get tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love Neuro.
Yeah.
I'm a Hololive guy through and through. Not that I exclusively watch Hololive. I watch a handful of indies now at this point. And then I've started peeking into Phase Connect.
Yeah.
Tenma. I like Tenma.
Welcome to our political extremist.
But I must admit, number one is Fuamoko.
Yeah.
And Rauda. I like both of them very much.
Yeah.
And if you were to see the walls of my house or the internals of my bags, you would see almost exclusively VTuber merch, and most of it is of Fuamoko.
Who is Vauna?
Raura.
Oh, Raura.
Sorry, I said it with an accent.
The Japanese accent.
Yeah. But yeah, that's me. I like VTubers a whole awful lot. So, shall we get into the auto story just instantly?
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to?
So yeah, I was driving to. I was babysitting a small child, and we were driving to the Gundam movie.
It's a small child.
Yeah, I mean, not too small. Like 11's like medium-sized child.
Yeah.
But and we were driving to the Gundam movie. It's not really a movie. It's like 3 episodes combined.
Yeah.
But and Ado's song "Show" came on, and he was like, "Turn off this garbage, change it."
And I will not stand for that. That is peak music right there.
Yeah.
As an auto fan, I'm very picky with my music, so I don't tend to follow artists because I don't usually, if I like a song from an artist a whole awful lot, I don't usually like the rest of their songs.
Yeah.
A couple of exceptions, of course, but for auto, I don't like all of her music. But Show?
I really like the
top
Latin
3.
flip on it. Yeah.
It's so good. It's like an interesting song. So I could understand why people wouldn't like it, but calling it bad is crazy.
I mean, this
Children
kid likes Harry Styles, so go easy on him. He's like a Harry Styles fan.
You made me speechless for a moment. That's what
He makes me play like
11-year-old who likes Harry Styles in 2025 is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. He used to make me play it all the time. That was like his guy.
Interesting.
But
Are
you a Harry Styles fan?
No.
Jun?
No.
you were giving me a look like, how dare you?
How dare you
No.
disrespect the King Harry Styles?
I'm gonna be honest. I actually don't know who Harry Styles is.
And let's keep it that way.
True. Yeah.
That's wild. Did you put on other songs? When you said that in chat, I was like, you got to play Ashura or
Up next was the Kakegurui song. Yeah. Deal with the devil.
But they like Japanese music though, right?
Yeah, they like Miku.
They like okay, that's fair.
Yeah, which is like a very Gen Alpha thing now.
Is it?
I
Is it
think
like
so.
is Miku a trendy thing to like now?
I mean, it's like they're like, oh, it's Fortnite girl. Yeah.
I just aged again. Stop. Leave me alone.
It's the girl from Fortnite.
Oh God, that does remind me. I saw a clip. You know the
I sent it
it's like
to you.
It's like
Yeah.
an ancient. I say ancient YouTube channel. One of the old guard of the YouTube
Fine
space.
Brothers.
Fine Brothers, like React Bros or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a kid, and yeah, you did send me this meme, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And he was doing like the classic React Bros watching a video, and it was Miku, and it was just like a regular clip of Miku like performing, and he's like, "Oh, it's from Fortnite."
Oh, no.
I thought you saw that clip too.
No, I've actually not seen that clip. It's so sad.
I know.
It reminds me of an old clip back when like the Dragon Ball characters were introduced to Fortnite, and one of the first clips that went like viral was someone going like, "And this is Goku from the Dragon Ball series with his classic Kamehameha wave," and it was just like, "Huh." It's Kamehameha wave.
I heard some kids say it pronounce it Kami Mama.
Kami Hamama.
No, Kami Yamama. That's how he said it. Kami Yamama. And I was like, disrespectful.
Like, man.
Yeah, it's rough.
Pain. Yeah. Well, in any case, enough about ranting about children. Although I could go on perhaps all day.
True. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The Gen Alpha generation is not looking good so far.
It's things are looking real down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can't wait to like the present, like 50 years from now. It's like, do you guys remember Skibby Toilet? That was back in my day.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
Those
It's
were
like-
the days back when all the memes were comprehensible. Like, yeah,
Episode
everyone knew what that
107.
was. Now people are talking about things like
Yeah.
just like incomprehensible.
Yeah.
Truly.
So we're on the topic of music. What do you think is like the worst opening for an anime you've ever heard?
Oh, that is
opening?
a tough.
Or the
question.
worst ending? Or is that too hard?
It's tough. I kind of have one, and I do not like really generic anime openings, especially in shonen stuff. I just tend to find them very samey.
Yeah.
So for Mashal, where Bling Bang Bang Born comes from, that's the season 2 opening. The season 1 opening is like your stereotypical, like really generic opening. And I don't think it's like particularly bad on its own, but when put next to the perhaps greatest song of all time, it's just like, man, relative to Quadruple B, this song is just, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's kind of the thing I noticed a lot
Get
too,
me
is
outta
like
here.
I sometimes I put on like a Spotify playlist. It's like an auto thing where it's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's a bunch of Japanese pop you might like.
Yeah,
And it's all shonen stuff that has like the same guitars and everything. It all kind of feels the same, like the instruments in it, where I don't really like it.
Yeah, J-Rock is very interesting because a lot of it just tends to be kind of samey, and some of it stands out. Then again, I need to reiterate, I'm very picky. I'm very, very picky about my music. I can like a song, but not like connect with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So take what I say with a grain of salt, but I just can't do a lot of the generic stuff.
Yeah.
You guys got any?
I think this is going to be a controversial one, but I have two very controversial choices.
Okay.
I do not like the Azumanga Daioh opening.
Wait, really?
What?
It's so dated. It's kind of like.
What do you mean dated?
Do you guys have
It's
it on
called
your
classic?
Do you guys have it on your Spotify's right now? Do you guys like that? I don't like
I don't
it.
have Spotify.
Okay.
I don't like listen to that type of song on like my playlist, but it's not that I don't like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, what's the number 2?
The Dororo opening. I forgot what it's called, but
yeah,
they
I
hit
don't-
those
I
really
don't.
high notes, and I like the song except for those really, really high notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel about that one Red Hot Chili Pepper song, Under the Bridge, I think, where it's just like,
yeah.
those high notes. Ah.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that, like, really, like, for songs in general, when they hit those really high notes, I'm like, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my ears.
Feel like I'm in the Russian sleep experiment or something where I'm like,
Your sleeper agent is being activated.
Yeah. Codename Ronald McDonald, you're now activated.
Yeah. So I have a confession to make.
Yeah.
If the intro is relatively mid or bad, it is very likely that I will hear it once and then never again.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
Look, I can excuse intro skippers as long as they give it a chance. If you listen to it episode 1,
yes,
that is perfectly acceptable, perfectly fine.
That's me, yeah.
But if you never give it a moment, I'm just like, you're missing out on music.
Yeah.
Like there'll be an intro at least at one point that you will love. And you won't hear it because you got to skip it. You got to get straight to the content, don't you? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know you're a new school guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, intro skipping it's controversial. I don't mind intro skipping as much as I mind people skipping like actual episode content. Like this is a huge pet peeve of mine that I totally forgot that one of my old friends used to do. He would play anime. He would watch an anime. Literally like a 12 episode anime, very standard stuff. And when it wasn't like a fight scene or like conflict of some kind, he would like have the subtitles on and he would like skip, like press the 10-second skip button to like skim through the subtitles. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
I think
Stop.
I think COVID summoned a lot of those people to the fandom where like they saw like hype anime fights on TikTok and they're like, whoa!
I guess so. It's just weird because he's always been into nerdy stuff. He's like almost exactly like me. We used to play tons of Nintendo games, and then Nintendo games are like anime adjacent because they're Japanese.
Yeah.
You get into anime like around your middle school days. That's when I got into anime.
Sure.
It's like 6th grade when I was like 11, 12-ish.
Wait, what year was that?
Oh God. Like 2016, probably.
Okay,
is
so
when I got into
it'll
it.
be
So
really
like 9 years ago.
See, it'd be really funny if it was around the same year that I got in, because it's not middle school. Your middle school is probably the same as my high school.
Yeah, almost the same.
Yeah, because I got in December 2014.
Okay.
So we're 1 year off.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I probably got into it mid 2016, and so did he. So he's like very much into anime. He's not just stopping through, checking out Demon Slayer and peacing out. He's an old fan. So whenever I see him like watching like Attack on Titan or something that's like high quality anime, and he's like skipping through it, he's just like, I'm just trying to get through this dialogue. I'm like, what do you mean getting through the dialogue? That's the you can't. That's not how that works.
I've never seen that happen out in the wild, but I know a lot of people do that with video games where they'll skip the cutscenes, and it bugs me.
I can excuse video games because some people are not interested in story. Some people are interested in gameplay. Which I can understand to a degree. It depends on the game. If you're playing like a story RPG game that has combat and stuff, I don't even know what is motivating you to fight these things if you don't know the reason as to why, which you would understand if you go through the story. But if you're playing like a game that's like very much combat focused, and then there's like some story here and there just to like get you through, like maybe a fighting game that has a campaign mode.
Or if you're playing like Pikmin 4 or something and you want to skip the dialogue.
I can understand why you would just want to get straight into the gameplay because it's gameplay oriented. But if you're playing a story game and you're skipping the story,
what's the point?
Why did you purchase this game? But I'm kind of picky when it comes to like watching and consuming content. I want to be relatively focused on it. I get very immersed, so I don't skip anything, even when most people would skip. Like I don't even like skipping filler, even though it's filler.
I sometimes do. I look up what the good filler episodes are. Like the Dragon Ball Z. I was watching through Dragon Ball Z, and everyone's like, "You have to watch the car episode. It's so funny." And I watched the car episode. Yeah,
that's fair.
And that was what I did.
Yeah,
I think we have a notorious speed thrower in this room.
Yeah, I do not skip episodes. I do not skip filler. I have never skipped filler, but I do watch things a little faster. So,
That's an interesting
2
way of
times
putting it.
speed.
huh?
Yeah.
Well, okay. So back in the heyday, yes, 2x speed, sometimes even faster. But these days, I don't think I can actually understand that well at that speeds. I think
You're getting rusty.
I'm getting rusty because back in the heyday, I would watch so much that it would be easy for me. That's why I got through a lot of those VTuber streams.
Yeah.
Because I could still understand the Japanese at around 2x speed.
You
I
watch
could,
like the VODs.
Wow.
I would watch a lot of the VODs.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it made my life easy. It was the only way it was possible to keep up with that many.
Right.
But these days, I think a very comfortable level would only be about 1.3, 1.5 max.
Right.
At this point, even 1x is very comfortable. Because just speeding it up, it's like I don't know if I'm actually able to hear everything.
Yeah.
And understand it that well as I used to.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that's the sacrifice you're gonna have to make. Either A, you are really watching everything with the filler, with everything in the quote unquote way that it was intended. Or you sacrifice in some capacity.
You
either
prioritize.
you prioritize either that or the fact that you have other things that you want to watch.
Yeah.
In your limited time span of free time.
Right.
And then if you want to watch other things, you either A, remove things that you want to watch off your list because then you'll never get to them, or B, you just watch things faster or remove filler somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow you got to make that that weigh those scales.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Right.
I need to get on your level because you said 5 episodes a day. I do 3 episodes a week.
I was about to say I probably watch like 1 episode a week until I get on like my binge.
That was
I'll watch
high
a
school.
series, so
That was high school. So what I would do is that I would look at my schedule, which days were my hell weeks, or which days were my hell days, and basically on those work days that I was relatively more free, I would come back from like school from like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. or something. Those days would be like my 4 or 5 episodes days. My hell days would be like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, and then the weekends would be like 8 eps.
Right.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Basically, I think I had a plan of like 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. of just like watch anime, however much I could.
I guess you have like a Ben Franklin schedule, like where it's like every hour is like.
Oh yeah, he meticulously like plans out every single minute of his day or whatever.
Yeah. That's what some actors do too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think it was a little better before, but now my whole life is dictated by my Google's calendar, which is just a hellscape.
I don't plan out my free time, but I do have to stick to a regiment a little bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right. Well, I do believe we are running out of time here, fellow friends.
Jarsians.
Fellow Jarsians. Yeah, we need like a fan name.
Yeah.
We can brainstorm that for next episode. See what happens.
Fellow Ruffians.
Hey.
hey, whoa there,
That's
buddy. You
copyrighted.
can't.
It's copyrighted.
Yeah, that's intellectual property right there. But yeah, all right. Well, I think that was a fairly successful OVA episode for us. We'll have this posted up sooner or later. So
is it actually an OVA if there's no video?
Shut up. We'll call it a OAA, original audio.
Original audio.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's gonna be a TV drama. What do they call it? The drama CDs.
Oh, CD drama.
CD drama. Yeah.
For real. All right. Well, have any closing words before we shut everything off? Or
this has been Cat Dream.
This has been June Skibbity.
This is
Praise Skibbity.
I'm gonna shut you up right now. This is Delta signing off. See you guys later.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.